What up, folks? I'm Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the Bandai movie monster series Zilla 2004. That's right, my zillions. We have a brand new Godzilla Store Exclusive in Japan so far only, Zilla 04. I got mine through BANDAI. This is obviously, Toho's redo of Godzilla 98 as Zilla in the 2004 Godzilla Final Wars movie. And they are the same species and stuff, so I don't want to hear otherwise, because that line of thinking is absolutely ridiculous. To me, the entire thing is called Zilla. Even Godzilla 98 to me is just Zilla. Because why not rebrand it in total? You know what I'm saying? Whatever. That argument could go on till the cows come home, and I don't care, because I will always refer to my line of thinking. Zilla is Zilla is Zilla. Alright, whether it's not the same exact one or it's a different species, it's all a Zilla. This particular design. And there you go. There's the tag again, and without any further ado, let's get to the review. And here's Zilla all carded, just some heat. 30 seconds or so on high with your hairdryer, and it'll pop right out, easy peasy, without breaking the tag, the little plastic thing. Yeah, this was one I definitely want to take the tag out because I like this guy. I like Zilla. He's very soft right now because of it. I like Zilla, and we don't get a ton, so I do anticipate keeping this guy in the collection. You saw some articulation, the arms move, and the legs move. 4 points, and that's it. The tail does not move, it is glued in. That's not a bad articulation. It's got a decent sculpt. It does. Like, if we zoom in, you can see some nice texture on this guy throughout. Not a ton of paint. There's like 0 paint on the tail. But it looks fine. You do get some nice, pretty deep-ish sculpt, so it does create shadow, which, in turn always looks like there is a little bit of paint there, but there's not. Then the legs look pretty good. Some nice scooties all the way on down to the feet, where you do have some spray. It's kind of like a brownish, dark brownish. Like, it's kind of black, but I think it's brown, actually. It's like a dark brown. But the feet look pretty good. Little duo claws on the side. Look pretty nice. Sides of the leg. Again, you get a nice texture throughout, which is pretty good. Here's the other side of the tail, if you didn't see it. Tail has a little bit of a curvature, which I dig. I think it looks pretty good. And then moving on up, we got all of the little dorsals that get a little bit bigger in that, telltale G98 Zilla style. I like it. I think it's pretty good. I like how they, move forward. There's a nice paint on the big ones, and even some of those little ones. It's kind of hewing a little bit blue. It's a silver with a little tinge of blue, which looks pretty good, I gotta say. It goes all the way down to here as well. Very nicely done. The arms look pretty good. It's got a lot of osteos and some more scoots and stuff. The body here, you see the ribbage there, the chest there, looking pretty decent. The Krajiji section. All has some nice sculpt. The little fingers, looking pretty nice. Same paint as on the toenails. I do like it. He's got some little bumps on his neck, which looks pretty good. The side here, kind of like the gills, looks pretty nice on the head. Little ridge here, going downwards, actually, I should say. Look pretty good. The eyes look pretty decent in kind of like a red-orange. I do like that. The teeth are clean. In a gray, there's maybe a little bit of purple in there. Looks pretty good. Tongue is really nice. Look at all that texture in the tongue. Very, very nicely done. I like the head sculpt. I think it looks real good. Yeah, I like this little guy. He's pretty neat. You know what I'm saying? I'm digging him. Proportions are pretty good. He's kind of hunched over. And that's pretty accurate. I like that. Does he stand well? Because I see that the feet look a little weird, but you do have the tail, which is going to help you. Yeah, he stands pretty well. The tail obviously helps. If we do this, though, we might be able to get him to balance. I think we could, actually. I think we could. Let's see. Can't we do it? Can we do it? That tail is really not allowing us to. It's pretty long. It's longer than the rest of the body. But you know what? He does what he has to do, and I'm fine with that. And for your size comparisons, first up here is a melange of a movie monster series figures, including Final Wars Godzilla. So you can see how they scale together. I feel like Zilla should be a little bit smaller, you know, but at the same time, I think it works. I think it works. Because Godzilla in the movie just swats him away with his tail, and I feel like he would have a hard time doing that at that size. There are other Final Wars movie monster series figures, but I believe I sold my Manda, and I can't recall if I sold my Hedorah. I don't see it around. I might have sold it. If you bought it from me, let us know down below, because I can't remember. And here's Zilla with YMSF's version of Zilla, though I can't recall if they originally called this Godzilla 98. In my review, I just called it Zilla, but like I said at the top here, it's all Zilla to me. And YMSF's Hedorah from Final Wars, so you can see how that scales, which I think that's pretty decent, honestly. You know, even though these guys usually are bigger anyway, I feel like that would probably make more sense if I had a YMSF Godzilla. It would probably make more sense here with the Zilla. But I don't know. I do like these. It's interesting to me how YMSF's figures are so shiny. At least they're older ones. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm not sure if I like it right now, but they do have a new Zilla prototype that they're working on. So do check out my Ultra Z News this weekend for that. And here is Zilla with some actual Godzilla 98 branded figures, including the X plus D for real, an old Trendmasters, and also an old Bandai version of a Trendmasters figure. That one was released in Japan, so it's pretty cool, right? And my final thoughts, you know, I'm going to admit something to you. When I took this out of the package this morning, I was just kind of like, meh, it's okay. But the more I played around with it and conducted this review, I don't know, I kind of like it. It's a nice little representation of the 04 Zilla, which again, there's not much, you know, specifically branded as such in the modern era. And I like that. I like that, you know, Movie Monster Series went out and did this. It's really a nice little figure. You know, the 04 Zilla is like a really bad CGI kaiju. And I think this does it pretty well to flesh it out. But, you know, Movie Monster Series is kind of dumbed down anyway, so it works for what it's supposed to be. Are the colors exactly right? No, probably not, you know, especially because, again, CGI and such. But I think they did a nice job here, honestly. The only problem is, right now, it is an exclusive. It's always going to be an exclusive. Right now, you can get it from the Godzilla Store Japan. You just go there and, you know, you click the buy e-link, and it's kind of easy. However, I'm going to suggest just waiting for the US pre-order, which you can get right now at the US Godzilla Store. For release in September, you're going to overall save some money. It's $25 plus shipping. You're going to save a little bit of money. But not that much, honestly, because the yen is not so great right now. But you will save a little bit, and I would suggest it's worth just waiting for and saving the money. Like, unless you're like desperate to have this guy, I can't imagine. And this is the thing I always say, like, I can't imagine folks being so desperate unless they're like a reviewer to get things first. And even then, like, you know me, like, I don't mind waiting for stuff to save some cash. And I feel like, you know, you could wait for this to save a little bit of cash. You know what I'm saying? And there you go, guys. But as far as the figure, it's cool. And there you have it. that's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you're new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and sub yourself for daily content and let me help you diversify your collection. Until next time, peace out, peeps.